Hello, Buff Nation. Welcome to our Alumni Spotlight series. I'm head coach JR Payne, and today my guest is Corky O'Rourke. Corky, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here for CU Alumni.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. So for those that don't know Corky played for CU in the late 70s, early 80s. She was actually our very first academic All-American. So not only was she a baller on the court, she was a baller in the classroom as well. And Corky was a part of our team, our first national tournament team. So we are just beyond thrilled to have you here and excited for Buffs to get to know you a little bit better.
Thank you so much. It seems like a lifetime ago, but it's always there with me. Yeah,
that's right. And in our Buff Nation, gosh, they've been fans and dedicated and loyal fans for a long, long time. So I know people are excited for us to have you. All right, let's start with a couple questions. My first question, Corky, is what is your all-time favorite moment as a student athlete at CU?
There were so many, but the one that stands out would be my senior year when we, as a team, went up to Sox's cabin up in Estes Park and got snowed in, and we were supposed to be back to help with a recruit, and we couldn't. We were snowed in and having just the best time, and we just figured, well, whoever's on campus, they can take care of it because we are just loving it here. So it had nothing to do with being on the court. It was all about just being together and being snowed in Estes.
Wow, that's incredible. And it's interesting. A lot of people that played in college athletics, they remember maybe a few wins and losses or some big baskets, but the things that I think really last forever are those times, on the bus, in a cabin, at the airport, those types of memorable things.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I don't recruit. Yeah, I don't remember the wins and losses and who did what and what tournament we won. It's all about the contest we had between Gail Hook and Debbie Descano about who could eat the most hot sauce when we were in El Paso. Coming in on a suicide, they're counting 32, 33, and here I come, 36, 37, and I dive across the line. Like, those are the things that we remembered, not wins and losses. It's really about the things that we did together that were really fun and connected us.
That's wonderful. And I need to know who won the hot sauce challenge, because Gail still comes to all of our games. Was she on top there?
She'll tell you she won, but my heart goes with Disco. Debbie Descano is the one who won that contest.
I love it. Corky, share with us, you've had a long and successful career. Share with us how being a student athlete really helped you prepare, for that successful career.
Well, being a student athlete, to me, I knew I had to have the grades in order to be the athlete. And for me, being a student athlete and having that student first was so important because, moving forward, having academics so important to me. I now work with Eagle Scouts and Girl Scouts that are going for gold awards. And to me, I equate that with earning a scholarship. You have to work hard all the way through to earn that scholarship, to earn that Eagle Scout, to earn that gold award. And when you put that on a resume, I think people that understand the hard work that goes into it, it just sets the tone for the rest of your life because you work hard and that end result is really important for you.
Yeah, that's so true. And my next question was going to be, what sort of advice do you have, for current Buffs? But I think you've already shared. I mean, that type of work ethic, that you're talking about is what's going to set you apart. But is there anything else that you would share with our current women's basketball players?
Yeah, there's a funny story. I just always worked hard in the classroom and worked hard in basketball. And that's just my nature. And I think that that's the nature of the scholarship athlete. But There was a funny story about Laurie Welch. She was a point guard for us, and um, for school, for her, she would say, "Well, I studied enough to get a C," and that's how much she wanted to study. And I just never understood, how do you know when to stop studying so that you're just going to get the C? So, I think that always going full out is the way to go. Because I wouldn't know how to stop, so I would just get the C. But that was kind of Laurie's motto, and that always just cracked us up because she passed. She got through with her C's, but I think always giving it all 100% is what you want. And I see that in your players. Your players love playing for you. And I just really enjoyed seeing that in the games that I've seen over the last couple of years. I'm sure that they do that same dedication and commitment in the classroom as well. It's really important.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And for those that don't know, Corky comes to all of our games when we're in Southern California. She
Yes.
comes to USC, UCLA. She's there, cheering on her Buffs, and that means a lot to us. That relationship, with our history is so important for our current Buffs to know who came before them and who paved the way, and that's just been so great. Last year at UCLA, Corky and I think it was your son that was with you. Got to sit courtside, which
Yes.
was pretty fun. So
Yeah.
thank you for that continued.
Well, thank you for making me feel so welcome because, after you graduate, you have this love for the program and the love for being a CU student. And, I tell people my skin and my blood is black and gold. And, and it's so important to me. So when you do come back and there's coaching changes, you always wonder, like, do you even know who I am? Like, because I love the program. So,
Yeah.
it really is important what you give to us as well, because, we loved playing for CU. We loved being there and we love each other. And that's what playing basketball gave us, lifelong friends. So.
Corky, before we go, share with us what you're doing now. It's a neat, interesting profession that you're in. So let us know a little
Yeah.
bit about that.
Well, I've been a teacher for 37 years, and I'm a teacher specialist at a school for kids with special needs. Our kids have moderate to severe disabilities. Their cognition is about 2 years old and below. So they need a lot of attention, a lot of care, and a lot of thinking outside the box to get them to be independent. So that's what I do. And as you said, I have a son. My youngest son is just turned 21, and he has autism. He's nonverbal, and he functions more around a 4-year-old level. So he didn't come to my school because his skills were a little higher. But that's my passion. My passion is, for people that don't have the same abilities, have different abilities, and how we can get the best out of them. And that's what I've been doing. I've been at this school the last 15 years.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, please know that we're incredibly proud, of the work that you do and the legacy that you left, here at CU, and we'll be excited to see you down in LA again next year.
Yeah, you mentioned I don't know, a couple of things. I'm still in the record books, when you get the record book, I think that's the first thing we all look like. Oh no, I went down 2 spots, but there's one record that I don't know. I haven't seen it in there lately, but I'm still number 1 for most turnovers in a game. I believe I still hold the record at 17 in one game. So that's kind of where I come from. That's the funny thing about being a CU athlete, and what's really important is those kinds of things. Having the most turnovers, who won the hot sauce eating contest. That's what's important.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us today, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you. Go Buffs.
Thanks, JR. Yes, go Buffs.